Hello, welcome back. As you know, we have completed the first chapter in algebra, that is linear equation in two variable, correct? Today we will be starting with the new chapter, that is lesson number 2, quadratic equation. Again, this chapter will be easier for you to understand because we have done this in the lower class. Now, what do you mean by quadratic equation? I'll just write the general form or the standard form of a quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, this is the standard form or the general form of a quadratic equation where a, b, c are real numbers and a can never be equal to 0. Here a cannot be equal to 0. The reason is b can be equal to 0, c can be equal to 0, but a cannot be equal to 0. Okay, I'll take a concrete example to just make it clear why a cannot be equal to 0. So suppose I'll take a concrete example. 2x square plus 5x plus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, this is a proper example, okay, where the coefficients are given. Instead of a, b, c, we have the coefficients here. Okay, now here if I consider a as 0 instead of 2, I'll take 0. What will happen? The first term will be eliminated, actually will be cancelled, and your equation will be 5x plus 10 is equal to 0. That means it will cease being a quadratic equation. Why? The degree 2 is what it shows that the equation is a quadratic one. Now here when I apply 0, the first term, okay, disappears, it gets eliminated, and you have 5x plus 10 is equal to 0. This will be linear equation in one variable. Okay, it won't be a quadratic equation in one variable. Therefore, a can never be equal to 0. B, for example, I'll take now b as 0. Okay, let's see. So instead of a as 0, I'm taking b as 0. So what do you get now? Suppose I'll take here again 2x square and I'll substitute 0 here in place of b. Your new equation will be 2x square plus 10 is equal to 0. Correct? Now here, this doesn't matter. B, her second term has disappeared, has been eliminated, but this can be considered as a quadratic equation. Why? For the quadratic equation, one of the variable should have the degree 2. Any one of the variable. So that's what your quadratic equation is. Okay, so you can take c also constant as 0, no problem. You will get 2x square plus 5x plus 0 is equal to 0. That is nothing but 2x square plus 5x is equal to 0. Again, that is a proper quadratic equation. Is it clear? I hope you understood what is a quadratic equation. That means the equation we should have, one of the variables should have the degree 2 or the index, this degree square, which is 2 I have written, is also called as index. So we should have that term in that equation. Okay, let us proceed to the actual exercise now, which is on your page number 34. Okay, practice set 2.1, page number 34. So if you have a textbook, you can open it and you can just go to the first question. Okay, it is an open-ended question. Why? Let's read the question. Write any two quadratic equation. Write it here. Question number 1. Write any two quadratic equations. Now as you know, you can write any two quadratic equation. It's an open-ended question. You can write infinite numbers of quadratic equation. So I'll just write it. I'll take one of the easiest one. 2x square plus 5x plus 15 is equal to 0. That's the first example. In the second example, we'll change it a little. Okay, we'll take the middle term as 0. Okay, so you can write it as 3x square minus 10 is equal to 0. Again, here one term is missing, that is the middle term is missing, but still it's a quadratic equation. Why? Because here the degree, one of the variable, that is 3x square, the degree is 2. That means the variable x has the degree 2, and that shows that this is a quadratic equation, but with 2 terms. Is it clear? So this is an open-ended question. You can write 100 of examples here, an infinite number of examples. Okay, just a general basic sum. We'll come to question number 2. Decide which of the following are quadratic equation. Okay, now here they have given 6 sums. 6 sums have been given. You have to decide whether the equation is a quadratic equation or not. In exam, this question is asked for 1 mark, but not that much important. Okay, but we have to go through it as it is given in your textbook. So I'll write down the first sum, which is x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. X square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. So now you have to decide whether this is a quadratic equation. What is the rule? One of the variable should have the degree, okay, or the index as 2. So here the first term you can see it's in the standard form also, and the degree of that first term, that variable, is 2. Therefore, since the degree is 2, this equation is a quadratic equation. So you can just write the answer directly. It's a 1 mark question. Okay, you can write, since the variable has the degree 2, therefore we have a quadratic equation. Okay, let's just see the second one. Y square minus 5y minus 10, okay, is equal to 0. Very sorry, I have written the question here. It is actually y square is equal to 5y minus 10. So sorry, I cannot see it correctly. Y square is equal to 5y minus 10. So again you can see, and many of you will directly understand that this is a quadratic equation. But here the equation is not in the standard form. So you will have to arrange it. So here y square minus 5y plus 10 is equal to 0. Again, once you rearrange this equation, and I have written in the standard form, you can see the degree of the variable y is 2. So therefore, again we have a quadratic equation. So your answer will be, therefore we have a quadratic equation. Is it clear? Okay. Now the next sum, third sum, is a little confusing. Okay. If you do that correctly, you have understood this question number 2. Okay. Let's see. I'll just write it down. You can just write it down. Go through this. I'll wait for 5 seconds, and then I'll write the third question. That is the third sum. Yes, I'll write this. Okay, the third sum is y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. Third sum, y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. Now once you look at this equation, you feel that this is a quadratic equation. Why? Many of you whose basics are not clear. If your basic is not clear, you might write it, we have a quadratic equation. But if you look at the equation, it's not in the linear form actually. The fraction, middle term, 1 upon y, is in the fraction form. So, you'll have to write it in the proper linear form. That's why I'll have to take LCM here first, okay? So, again, in your LCM here will be y. Why? Because y will be common to all the three terms here, okay? LCM, least common multiple. So, here one of the term has the denominator y. So, if I multiply all the three terms here with y, we'll get a equation in linear form. So, suppose I am multiplying both the sides by y. What I will get? You can write the statement multiplying both the sides of equation by y. Now what we are doing is we are just taking the LCM actually. Okay, so that means the equation will become, I am multiplying this by y, this will become y cube. I am multiplying the second term by y, that means this will become 1 into y, y upon y is 1, it will get cancelled. So I will directly write 1. I hope you are understanding this one. That's why this is a confusing sum. Again I will repeat, I am multiplying both the sides of the equation with y, correct? First term I am multiplying y, it becomes y cube. Second term again I am multiplying by y, it becomes 1 into y, that is y upon y, which gets cancelled, okay, and we get 1. And similarly here on the right hand side, when I multiply by y, I get 2. I hope this is clear, okay? So I multiplied the given equation by y. You get y cube plus 1 is equal to 2y. Now once you have seen this equation, it's not a quadratic equation. Why? You can see the degree, okay, of the first term, that is it's y cube. That means it ceases to be a quadratic equation. Why? Because for a quadratic equation, the index should not be more than 2. Okay, so if I rearrange it, let's rearrange y cube minus 2y. Okay, this is the standard form. Middle term will be having the variable x or y, and at the last the constant, that's the root. So this is the actual equation which is formed when I write it in the linear form. So therefore we do not have a quadratic equation. So here when we started the sum, some of you might have thought that this is a quadratic equation, but once I have written it in a proper linear form, okay, we got the index of one of the term as cube. So y cube minus 2y plus 1 is not a quadratic equation. I hope this is clear. Okay, I'll take one more sum just to make it more clear. That is the fifth sum. Fourth sum, you can try it on your own. It will be same like this. You will have to take the LCM. Okay, fifth sum I'll take, which is somewhat different again. Okay, m plus 2 and m minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, this is the given equation. Now again, when you look at the equation here, you might think that this is not a quadratic equation. Many of the students. Why? If you look at it directly without it, if you don't simplify it actually, you won't be seeing here the degree 2 anywhere in the first factor or in the second factor. So let us open the bracket. Looking at this equation directly, it seems this is not a quadratic equation. Why? Your square index, index 2 is missing, or the degree 2 is missing. But let us open the bracket. So I'll multiply m with m, I'll get m square. I'll multiply m with 5, minus 5, sorry, so it will be minus 5m. Is it clear? Again I repeat, m I'll multiply with both the terms of the second factor. Okay, m into m square, m into -5 -5. नेक्स्ट 2 की बारी है, 2 से भी मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, 2 के साथ ना इंसाफी नहीं होनी चाहिए. सो 2 into m, that is 2m, clear, and 2 into 5, that is -5, plus 2 into -5, that is -10, is equal to 0. We have opened the bracket. Now I'll just have to simplify one last step, and then it will be clear. The suspense will be over whether it's a quadratic equation or not. Okay, at the start when the original expression was given, it looked like this is not a quadratic equation. Why? Because the square, the index degree 2 was missing. But now you can see here, now you might all of you might have assumed this is a quadratic equation. We have got the degree 2. Okay, but we'll have to simplify. Let's simplify. M square minus 3m minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is your final equation. Once I solve this, I get m square minus 3m. Why minus 3m? Minus 5m plus 2m. Minus plus is always minus. Okay, and the sign of the greater number, will get the sign, will put the sign for the greater number. You studied this, okay, correct? So minus 3m, negative sign, number is greater, so negative sign. M square minus 3m minus 10 is equal to 0. So therefore I can write the answer. We have a quadratic equation. Okay, so your question number 2 is also over, and we'll be completing one more question number 3 for today. Then next lecture will be completing the whole exercise. So you can just take few seconds to go through the sum I have written. Question number 1, 2, first one, third and fifth. The missing sums will be your homework. Okay, 1 or 2 sums I am not doing. Not doing a lot of homework. You have a lot of time during vacation now, so it's your duty to complete whatever sums are missing out. You have to do it yourself. Okay, I'll just take a few seconds break. Okay, we'll start with the next question. Now your next question is, write a following quadratic equation in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Write the value of a, b and c for each question. Okay, so write the following quadratic equation. In the form, that is the standard form we have to write, of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Write the values of a, b and c. Okay, let us write the first question. First sum, 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. Okay, that's your question. Now we have to write a value of a, b, c. Before proceeding, just look at the question. Just look at the sum, quadratic equation. It is not in the standard form. So first step here always will be to write the equation in the standard form. Okay, so what will do? I'll bring y minus y square to left hand side, constant 10 to the left hand side. Okay, and write it in the proper order. So here 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. That's given, correct? So I'll write it in the proper form, that is y square plus 2y 10 will come to the left hand side, sign will change. Again you know that rule, minus 10 is equal to. So we have arranged this in the standard form. Now you can write the coefficient. Okay, A, B, C are nothing but the coefficient of the given term. So here we have the first term, we don't have any number. That means value of A. Therefore, comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get A as 1. Correct? There are no values here. No number is written. That means A is 1. B is 2. And C is negative 10, minus 10. Most of the students, they write 10. But you get 0 in exam. It's an important sum. Generally asked every alternate years, they are asking this sum. Okay. Again, very easy sum. You just have to write the standard form and then write the value of A, B, C. So you are getting free marks. Okay. 2 marks sum maybe. Sometime it comes for 1 mark also. 1 mark for arranging the equation and 1 mark for writing the coefficient. That is A, B, C, whatever. Is it clear? So this is your final answer. Okay. One more sum will complete and I think the sum will be very clear to you. I'll start with the second sum, which is little confusing, but again, if your basic is clear, you'll find the sum very easy. Okay, so your second sum is x minus 1 the whole square is equal to 2x plus 3. Check. X minus 1 the whole square is equal to 2x plus 3. Now for arranging this equation in the standard form, in a proper quadratic form, you'll need basic knowledge. That means that expansion formula. I hope you remember it. That is indices chapter which we had done in lower class, standard 7, 8. You have done one formula, expansion formula, a minus b the whole square. Okay, I'll write it down. A minus b the whole square. This is just a revision for you. Very important formula. We have the same formula for a plus b the whole square also. Okay, only the expansion will be same, but the sign will be different. Okay, so we need now minus sign is given, so I'll use the minus formula. A minus b the whole square is nothing but a square minus 2ab plus b square. Right? So this formula you have to apply. Only then you will be able to write this given equation in the proper quadratic form. So I will be using this formula here, left hand side. Once I have written that, then I will do the same thing as we have done in the second sum. We will rearrange and then we will write the value of a, b and c. Is it clear? So let's start. Here instead of a you are having x, instead of b you are having 1. So a square is nothing but x square. And then your negative sign, so minus, now 2ab, so 2 into a, which is your x, 2 into x, 2x, and into b, 2x into 1, 2x 1 times is 2x, so x square minus 2x, and b square, now here b is 1, so 1 square is always 1, 1 into 1 is 1, okay, some of you write 2, better do it, okay, correctly, otherwise your whole sum will go wrong. So 1 square is 1 and as the formula says minus minus is plus, okay, so plus 1, that is the expansion. Once you have done this, that means basic, that formula is needed. If you don't remember that formula, this sum you won't be able to do it, okay. So once you have done this, I think the job is very easy. Is equal to x plus. Is it clear? Let's rearrange now. Now it's very easy, you just have to write in the proper form, okay. Therefore x square minus 2x minus 2x, I will bring the left 2x on the right hand side to the left hand side, then I will write again the constant plus 1 and 3 I will bring it to the left hand side, sign will change, it will become minus 3, okay, is equal to 0. Is it clear? Now therefore x square minus 4x. Why minus 4x? Minus 2x and minus 2x. Minus minus is plus. Sign will always be minus. Okay. So minus 4x minus 2 minus 2 minus 4 and positive negative is always negative. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2 because again the number has negative sign. So minus 2 is equal to 0. Is it clear? Right, rub the formula. We have to complete the sum and write the value of ABC. Correct? So comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Correct? We will compare this with your standard form. That means I get, therefore a is equal to 1 because we don't have any coefficient there. That means 1 is present. B is minus 4 and C is minus 2. Is it clear? All the sums are like this. You can try the other sums. Okay, we have completed question number 3 also. Okay, that's it for today. We'll complete the remaining question number 4 and 5 in the next lecture. That will be on Friday. Okay, so we'll meet on Friday. Goodbye.